could read. Get out there plowing those fields. Handle here, little old piece of wood in between. I used to put a book on those. I'd be pushing and that mule would be pulling. My body was in the wilderness reading that book. Reading that book, I was swimming streams. Reading that book, I was climbing mountains. Reading that book, I was talking with kings and queens. Yeah, that's the way it is when you read. Little old schoolhouse, little old thing, 10 feet by 10, maybe a little bigger, I don't know, sure wasn't very big. Pushed up against the side of the hill, 3 posts out front, holding it up. Sometimes I manage to go to school in August. It gets hot in August. You know anything about pigs? Well, the pigs knew it was hot too, so they'd come out of the sun and get in the shade beneath our schoolhouse. And pigs got fleas, and the fleas that leave those pigs come up through the floorboard of our schoolhouse and land on us. Sometimes I think I spent more time scratching than I did studying. I was born February the 12th, 1809. That's a long time ago. And I've been telling you how it was a long time ago, and I'm going to be telling you a lot more, but you know, back in my time, girls didn't have no shoes. I ain't just talking about youngins, I'm talking about those older too. Shoes cost money. Nobody had none. I ain't just talking about walking around the house. I'm talking about walking into town. Well, actually, if you had any money, some place you could buy an acre of land for 50 cents. My daddy once bought a used wagon for 8 cents. The first courthouse in Springfield, Illinois, cost $42.50. Of course, didn't have no money, we didn't, I know that. So most people, they bartered. I got 3 pigs, you got a cow? Well, I give you my 3 pigs, you give me your cow. It works out real well. You want me to tell you why money's better? You ever try to put a cow in your back pocket? People in your time are always telling me how dangerous it is. Well, I ain't saying it was more dangerous in my time, but I'm telling you it sure wasn't easy living. Farmer go out his front door in the morning, want no guarantee he's going to come back come evening time. He'd be out there in his field planting, plowing. Indian come out and scalp him right on the spot. Indians weren't real happy what we were doing, taking their land, making promises, breaking those promises. And by the way, Indians didn't scalp till we taught them how. Bard come out of the field, way over there looking, finally coming, killed a farmer right on the spot. I once killed 100 snakes no more than 100 feet from a front door. What's that number you dial when you got troubles? 911. You know what you dial 911 in my time? Nothing. We didn't have telephones. If you did, we did, and you got a doctor in my time, and you say, doctor, doctor, I just broke my leg, come quick. You know what he say? He say, fix it yourself. You say, doctor, doctor, I don't know how. He say, well, learn real quick. Because you see, the nearest doctor might be 2-3 weeks away, no super highways to bring super people with super help. You learned real quick, which of course people didn't. Fixed their own broken legs, didn't know what they were doing, limped for the rest of their lives. Get a headache, just hurt, that's all. Want no corner drugstore, any of those things. We had duels. You know what a duel is. 2 men back to back, take a few paces, turn around and shoot each other. That's kind of dumb, ain't it? Well, they did it anyway. It was illegal, it was unlawful, but they did it. One time a man got mad at me and challenged me to a duel. Good thing is that he challenged me, I got to choose the weapons. Know what I chose? Cow dung at 5 paces. He said, I don't want to do that. I said, well, good. I don't want to shoot you, and I sure don't want you to shoot me. When I was a little boy, I was taught to take care of myself. And I just share with you one of the ways when I was out in the wilderness, quite often I'd walk backwards. Because you see, the Indians would look down, they'd see where you put your foot. They'd see where you broke a twig. They'd see where you stepped on a leaf. They'd see where you stepped in the mud. They'd see which way your foot was pointing. They'd say, let's go get that boy. Because that boy wasn't going that way, he's going this way backwards. Had to be kind of careful, though, because you might go off a cliff. You crime paying my time. It sure did. Paid in a heap of trouble. You get caught stealing a horse in my time, they'd whoop you on your back 200 times. You get caught stealing a horse a second time, you'd be hanging like Spanish moss from the nearest tree. It wasn't easy. Living in my time, it was dangerous. It was all those things. But we survived. At least some of us did.